I'm Dr. George Flynn, and you're watching In-Depth TV. Years ago, I watched a movie that I don't think it was very good or very bad, but it might be your favorite one, and it may be the one you dislike the most. It was a film called Ordinary People. And since that time, I've thought about that film, and I've got to rewatch it now because there was something wrong with it. I think a bunch of bad things happened to the ordinary people. But you may know more about that movie than I do, but I do remember it. And it's put me on a search for people that were ordinary or people that were exemplary. But it also led me to another group of people that are toxic people. Now, you know, some people talk about toxic waste and toxic medicines and toxicity. We talk about that in medicine all the time. And that's the part that does not do you good. It does you harm. And a lot of drugs that people take are toxic. And I'm talking about street drugs and as well as some prescription drugs, but you got to monitor the toxicity and make sure you keep the toxicity low and the benefit high so that you don't have a negative, a total negative going on in your life. So toxic people. And you would think, well, these toxic people come around, they look like criminals, or they're wearing, orange or whatever it is and have handcuffs. Toxic people are not like that, really. Some look very nice. They're wearing suits and ties and all kind of designer female clothes and Chanel dresses and all kind of designer things. So they can look like they haven't changed clothes in a week. So it's a toxic person. It's not the outward look. It's the inward attitude that they have. It got nothing to do with the outer look, though the outer look sometimes mirrors the inward attitude. So now that you're totally confused on one side and the other, let's straighten it out. I just wanted you to understand this topic is a little bit complicated. So it's like, I have to tell this, it's like my daughter told me one time. She got her first job, and I said, well, what do you do? And she looked at me and she said, well, Dad, it's complicated. And that was all she said. So I guess I wasn't supposed to. But I'm telling you, this is complicated. And we will present the information so that at the end, it will no longer be complicated. Toxic people. You'll find one of these in your life, probably in each category. So let's break it down into category. Here's the first one. We'll call them the conversational narcissist. And what that means is you talk to someone, call them on the phone, you're doing emails, you're doing text, you're doing voicemails, you're doing whatever it is, talking to them face to face, and they talk about themselves all the time. There's no interaction. You don't get to talk about yourself. You've heard the term, you don't get to put in a word edgewise. The conversation always goes and it revolves around them, the conversational narcissist. Do you have one of those in your life? If you do, you got a toxic person. And there's also another type person called the straitjacket person. They want to control everything. They want to control if you're going to meet, where you're going to meet, when you're going to meet, who's going to be in the meeting with you, and if it has to be late, they'll call you at the last minute and say, I can't be there, and you're already there. That's the control issue. And that's called the control or straitjacket type toxic person. They're totally in control of your actions, of your agenda. So they want to maintain control. Do you have one of those in your life? Well, if not any of the first two, do you have number 3, the emotional moocher? Or we can call it I've heard it called the emotional vampire. They expect you to be on their emotional status. If they're sad, you better come down and be sad with them. If they're glad and you're sad, you better be happy with them, because if you're happy, they're going to drag you down, take out all of the positive emotions. And very rarely, if they're happy, you're going to be dragged up, but it's more seen that they're sad or they're down or they're dejected, and you're doing pretty good. All of a sudden you're around them and you feel bad. Do you have one of those in your life? Okay. What about if you don't have a conversational narcissist, a straitjacket control person, an emotional moocher? What about a drama magnet? Someone that always has problems. Always has a problem. But the second part of it, the better part of it, is they expect you to fix their problems. And all of a sudden, they're talking to you and they say, well, could you do this to fix my problem? They're not going to pay you. They're going to just expect you to do it just because they're your friend. Do you have one of those in your life that always brings a problem to the party, or brings a problem here and there? Oh, we have a problem. What's this we? I didn't have a problem when I came to see you when we first met. All of a sudden, we have a problem and you're going to fix it while I go sit down. That's what they say to you. All right, if you don't have one of those, do you have one that's what we call the jealous or judgmental toxic person? They're jealous of your success. They're always judging you. Well, you got first place in the pie cooking contest, but you didn't get first place in the cake cooking contest. You know, they're jealous of you, and they're judgmental. And if you got second place, oh, they're going to tell you what you messed up, because they're jealous. They don't want you to get ahead of them because you put in the effort and they didn't. And just because they didn't put in the effort, they don't like to see you succeed because they're too lazy or not motivated to put in the effort. And what about the person that's always prevaricating? Now, we can use another term for that, fibbing. Not telling the exact truth. Someone that is overestimating their whatever they do. They say, we're going to bring in so much money this month, but it really doesn't ever turn out to be that. And you keep hoping that this time they're telling you the truth, but they're not. You know they're not. Do you have one of those in your life? Okay. There's a seventh type. It's the tank. The tank that crushes, rolls over your opinion, rolls over your ideas, said, no, you're not right. We're going to roll right over it. I'm right, and I'm always right. I've never been wrong. Watch out. That's a tank type person. And have you ever had one of those in your life? That just absolutely, you may come in with a suggestion, I think, nope, we're not even going to think about that. I'm going to roll over it because I'm right and you're wrong. Those are toxic people. 7 different types. The conversational narcissist, straitjacket, a controller, the emotional moocher, the drama magnet, the jealous or judgmental, the fibber, or the tank. What do you do about all of this? Now that you know the different, sort of different types of toxic people, what do you do about it? Well, the first thing you do, and it's a little difficult, this is the most difficult part of it, is you have to change. Your actions have to change. And why do I say that, and why do you know that? And you know it. And I'm just, corroborating it for you. They will not change. They're not going to change. You have to assume you're the only one can change because you know how crazy it sounds? If you send them to a doctor, if they get better, then you'll feel better. Well, that means they have to get better for you to feel better. No. You have to do the initial change because they will not change. Their only interaction with you is to stay the same. Stay the same, stay toxic. Because they're happy, perfectly happy with it. You're not. If you come up with an idea and they want to argue with you, don't get in an argument because they're not going to change. Your argument is not going to change them. It's not going to change them. Accept it. What you might say is, really? Just like that. They say, well, my idea is correct. Your idea is totally wrong. You say, really? Say, yes, really. Then your follow-up is, well, that's interesting. And you've said something, and you've diffused it, but you haven't, gone into this face-to-face negative encounter with them. Or if they say, well, you're totally wrong, you can't, I'm sad, I'm this, and you say, well, what makes you feel that way? Or you did this to me, or whatever. What makes you feel that way? So you got 3 choices. You can say, really? Or that's interesting. Or what makes you feel that way? And the key to all of this, the hardest part is not to get emotional about it. Don't get all upset, all uptight. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. I know it's hard, but you can have fun with it if you get back and you step back and you look at it and you say, they're toxic, they're happy with where they are, it affects me in a negative fashion. Just have some fun with it. Say, really? Or that's interesting. What makes you feel that way? Have fun with it. Do not get emotional. Don't get so uptight. That's the hardest part, is not letting your emotions hijack you. Don't have an emotional hijacking. Because remember, if you wait about 2 minutes, all of the brain chemicals will calm down and your emotions will calm down, and you haven't gotten any deeper into it. I'm Dr. George Flynn. You've been watching In-Depth TV. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you.